Hi everyone, welcome back to a new video. So it's been a little bit over 2 months since I last updated you guys on my mommy makeover in Tijuana. So if you are new here, I had a mommy makeover done in Tijuana with Doctor de la Paz back in July 29th. So I'm a little bit past my 3 months post-op. So I didn't film a video like 2 months and then my exact 3 months because it is a long waiting process and you're basically much swollen and there's not really much like updating to do, but there is little things that probably other people don't talk about or your doctor doesn't talk about that I will mention here that I didn't expect that were going to happen to me. So first and foremost, I do want this video to be kind of my overall experience with Doctor de la Paz and also like my healing, how my scar looks, and a little bit of everything. But there is still some backlash on Doctor de la Paz with the whole exposing him, and I honestly don't put my 2 cents in. It is what it is. But I am just here to give you my experience and my advice, or just to help you make a decision, since I am 3 months post-op. I'm learning as I'm healing and as I'm going, and as I am going to look into my second round. So it's just little things that not a lot of people talk about in the groups or even your doctor. So I'm now going on my 4 months post-op on the 29th of November. We are on November 11th, I believe, today. I am pretty much fajada 24/7. Something I do want to mention, if you're new here, this is your first time watching me, I am a weight loss patient. I was able to lose 85 pounds with the gastric sleeve, a little bit over like 87 pounds with the gastric sleeve. And I know this is a topic that girls talk about in the groups, which I paid no mind to. But you will see frequently that girls ask, who is a good weight loss plastic surgeon? Okay, so I thought myself I was gonna be a quick fix. What I am about to show you guys, it's not a quick fix. I am going to need like maybe another round and I'll be fine with, hopefully, with the results that I get. But there is some surgeons who are more experienced with weight loss patients. So I didn't have like extreme loose skin. So I didn't really look into a weight loss plastic surgeon. Okay. So basically what I went in with the intentions of having smaller boobs than what I had began with. So if you've been here for a while, then you know that I was already big chested. So what I just wanted was maybe like a full C and perfectly lifted boobs. And I obviously needed a lift, and I have the anchor scar. So what some surgeons or what other people might not tell you, especially in Tijuana, is that what I personally saw as from these girls exposing my doctor or even other doctors, is that if you get a breast lift, and more especially with the anchored lift, you will experience tearing in the scar here if you get big implants. So thankfully I didn't go big. I only got 350 cc, so I didn't experience any tearing. So I guess what some doctors won't tell you is that there is a chance that you're going from from saggy to lifted to big implants. So, I mean, it's pretty obvious you might run the risk of opening your incision, right? But again, some doctors here in the US might be perfect at that. But even then, I just seen some doctor, he did Celeste Rose boobs, and I think I saw that he got exposed because some girl's incision also opened. So it's just something to think about, that you don't want to put your body through. And yeah, so thankfully I didn't experience that. But what I'm going to talk about for my boobs, now that I'm 3 months post-op and my boobs have dropped, is the fact that they're lifted, but from the side I don't have a high profile. So I feel like it could be a little bit more like this, right? Like just a little bit. So now in the future, or in my next round, I do want maybe 500 cc's high profile gummies. The reason, and I think I need a revision for the scar tissue underneath my boob, because when, I don't know if I'm able to show you guys, but when I bend over, my implant shows, here, and then this is just like my boob. So you can't even feel my implant, which is fine. It's okay. But I think that if I went a little bit bigger, I would have like better looking boobs. So also to add in, always make sure, if it's better, wear a t-shirt under your faja instead of a tank top, because I got faja burns and they look like hickeys, but no, they're not hickeys, they're faja burns. So thankfully my scarring and everything healed nice. It's just I want bigger implants, maybe 500. Yeah. So another thing is, if you are a weight loss patient, as I am, or even girls who are looking into Doctor de la Paz, I'm gonna tell you up front, if you're looking for big results, he's not the doctor for you. I'm kind of glad things worked out the way they did, because it's all fixable. But if you're looking for Bella Body's results, Vive results, I don't think Doctor de la Paz is a doctor that will give you those kind of results. Speaking from experience, I obviously did not expect to come out with a Barbie body, in which I, in no time I ever said I wanted a Barbie body. Obviously, if you're a bigger girl, you're gonna need more rounds, multiple rounds, or even just to get a simple BBL that you want it to look fake. You know, it's obviously more rounds the faker you're gonna look. So I learned this as I was a few months post-op, is that there is a certain tummy tuck. It's called Flor de something, basically, where it's your regular tummy tuck, and then they cut like half of your stomach in half, so like from here, and they close the incision like that. So maybe when I was about a month, I started noticing I was getting a crease on my stomach, and I was like, maybe my faja is too tight. So then my faja got too loose, and I was like, maybe it's not the faja. So then I heard to get the boards, but even then it wasn't going away. Well, some days it would go away, and then some days it wouldn't. So the lady who was doing my radio frequency massages was telling me that it was gonna go away. And when she was done doing my massages, it would go down, but eventually the crease will come back. So then I stopped wearing my faja maybe a week, and I was like, I'm gonna give it some time to rest. Maybe I'm super swollen still, and it just wouldn't go away. So now I am obviously 3 months post-op, and it does not go away. So what I think it is, because if you get a tummy tuck, well, I got a circular tummy tuck, so all the way 360, is that I did not get lipo on my stomach. So they just went ahead and cut me. So it is some leftover fat that it could get lipoed in another round. And so now this is where I start to think that I do want to have a kid in the next coming, if it happens, I do want to have a kid in this coming year. But I obviously don't have anyone to have a baby with. So I would probably just do lipo on my stomach and then see what's the outcome. I mean, it doesn't hurt to try. Then getting that other scar in the middle of my stomach. But when I did consult with Doctor de la Paz, like, why does this happen? He said it's just leftover fat because I was a weight loss patient. And it's obviously fixable. But other than that, I like my tummy tuck. You know, it's just that I can't really show my stomach because it looks like I have a crease. So it looks like a up down lonja, literally, instead of like side to side. So what I also put into consideration is that, okay, say I do the lipo, in the future, instead of having a scar going up and down, I do have a scar in my back, which I'm pretty sure I've showed it in other videos. I have a scar in my back, so instead of having the incision in the front, it could just be, they could just open me up from the back and they'll just be able to close it from there. That's the option I would like for me, but then again, I have to consult with the doctor and see if well, Doctor de la Paz did tell me that I can do it that way, but that he's pretty sure it's fixable with the lipo. But you know, obviously, if I do the lipo and then I have a kid, it's gonna be loose again. Get what I mean? So it's like a 50-50 chance. So with my BBL, I feel like a lot of my fat didn't survive, and I feel like Doctor de la Paz only filled up the bottom of my butt. So I have like an upside down heart shaped butt. So I would want another round of BBL to fill up the top. And then I pretty much have big hips. But I wear my faja just because it gives me that extra curve. And you guys always compliment me like my body looks so good. But I'm always fajada. So it's whatever my body looks like in a faja is what I eventually want to look like without a faja. So let me show you guys now what I'm talking about on my stomach. Okay, so this is, I am not wearing a faja now. I feel like I still look kind of curvy here, but I still kind of look boxed up here, like a box. So this is the crease I'm talking about, right? It starts from like right here. So I have this crease, and like, see, if I were to get, or I don't know, there's different ways I can look at this. I could get bigger implants, and if it'll be high profile, a little bit more up, then I wouldn't need that tummy tuck, you know, the floor. I wouldn't need it because obviously the crease goes away. And then if I were to get lipo, or maybe even with the scar, I pretty much have a nice belly button. So it would still be okay. No, it's literally fat, you know. And then as far as my BBL, let's see if I can, I don't want to get them on the tight, but as far as my BBL, I look pretty much curvy and wide. I would just, okay, look, you can, let me see, you can see it, well, you can see it. So I pretty much have a lot of booty here, but I would just want a little bit to fill up this section here. Okay, and then this is what my incision looks like. I do need to go back to Tijuana and get like some Quitocel. I did use Quitocel, but I only got the medium bottle, and it's really expensive. So you guys seen Amazon has it for the same price, but yeah. And then I was thinking about getting a tattoo on the back part. Let me show you guys. On the back part, You see I have a scar already going up and down, so I would just prefer them to close it like this. But yeah, my scar is really thin. I have thought about a tattoo, but I'm kind of like not for it. My body is not for everyone, so I hope my life partner is okay with my scar. But yeah, I don't know how I feel. Maybe something small, but then again, I'm just like, I don't want to back stab or whatever. So I thought about maybe something side to side, like on the side, but no, because then like in the summer I would want to wear a bikini. It's just, I don't know, I'm not for it. I hope my scar does go down a little bit more. But it has gone down a lot. My everything healed very, very nice. Everything closed great. So I was going back and forth to Tijuana even like for literally 2 months after my surgery. And when people say save money for aftercare, they mean it. Like literally save money. I honestly did not expect to go back and forth from Tijuana, but hey, it's better than not going. It's better to go than your body rejecting something. So what was going on was that not my implant, but my breast was very hard from the bottom, like super, super hard. Like I was able to squeeze it or like poke my nail. Excuse the dye. I just dyed my extensions. But I was able to poke my boob like this, and literally my nail print would stay there. So the nurse, I forgot her name. I forgot her name, but she basically had recommended me to go back when the doctor was there. The doctor checked me out the following week, and he said that everything looked fine, that it's just I was still healing. So now my boob is like perfectly fine. Like it feels a little hard, but as the time goes on, it does soften up. It's better than what I started with. So overall, I think Doctor de la Paz clinic and the staff, the aftercare, the communication was great. But like I said, this doctor is not for you if you're looking for extreme results. If you're a weight loss patient, maybe over 100 pounds, or if you need a lot of work, unless you don't mind going multiple rounds. But my mom is looking to getting her arms done with him, and I'm not sure if I would go back myself for my second round. Maybe I would go for I still want to do the lipo de la papada. I would probably go back for that and maybe my lips. But other than that, just for the lipo on my stomach and the BBL, I probably wouldn't go back. I mean, he is an option, but he's not my first option anymore. I would be looking into a different doctor for I would want lipo 360, exchange of implants, and BBL. So I know that's kind of something like basic, but someone who will just fill in whatever I'm missing from my butt, basically. And what the lady who was doing my massages said, that I don't have a lot of fat on my stomach, so I don't even know where they would take out the fat to fill in my butt, because my arms are literally loose. So if they take out fat from here, I would be more loose. So yeah. So now going into the topic that people say plastic surgery is addicting. It's addicting if you have the money for it. Honestly, from what I've seen from people that I know, it could be addicting if you have the money for it. Other than that, you're just there hoping that you can fix whatever you don't like about yourself. So for instance, something that I did think about at some point was my nose. Obviously not like this, but because I have a piggy nose. So maybe just like getting my nose a little bit, I don't know, close my nostrils a little bit. Another thing is my arms. Another thing is in between my thighs. But it's because once you fix something about yourself, you look at all the other things that are wrong with you, or other things that you would want to fix about yourself. So I don't really think plastic surgery is addicting unless you have the money for it. And me having the money for everything I want to fix, I don't have. And the way my bank account is set up, tampoco. So I don't think it's addicting. People have told me to not add any more to my butt, but I am fine. Honestly, I'm fajada 24/7. I think I was never fajada when I was chubby or losing weight, so I don't see why I should be fajada now that I paid all this money for it just to not still be satisfied. Like, no, there's obviously something wrong, and I'm not going to keep it that way. But I'm talking about, I don't know, I'm hoping I can start next year start looking for a doctor, but I don't know if it's gonna be possible. But yeah, so here's some things that I didn't expect. So I had surgery July, and if you've been here for some time, then you know I was expecting a baby back in March. So I kind of didn't really give my body some time to get back on track. So I was bleeding for about the whole month of June. And then my surgery was ending July. So if you go back to my first videos, then you know that the doctor didn't want to perform surgery on me because my hemo was low. So I had all these I had 2 different items injected to the vein to help me boost it up. So now I didn't have a period I was still bleeding in July. I didn't have a period in August. No, did I? I did have a period in August, and it wasn't heavy. It was just like painful. Like the cramps were really bad. So then I started planning, and then I think I didn't have a period in September. Obviously my body is going like through a lot of stuff, so I didn't have a period in September. Now my birthday came around on October 2nd, and literally hours before my party started, I got my period. And it was heavy. Like, heavy. Like, literally, I was changing my tampon every hour or so. I was staining my pants. I stained my cousin's car. So, expect changes with your menstrual period. Aside from the fact that I was already, like, bleeding because of the miscarriage, I was bleeding heavy because all these changes in my body. So just be prepared for some changes. Now, a topic that is not really talked about. It is talked about, but it's not. From when I was posting on Instagram, I guess some girls didn't know what post-op depression is. Well, I call it post-op depression. I don't know if there's a term for it, but I experienced post-op depression when I got my gastric sleeve. And it was bad because I was in an abusive relationship and he wasn't making it easier for me. So I got really depressed. Now this time around, I got depressed over a lot of things, like over the baby, someone had or little over someone I was dating, and it got really bad. I was crying most of the nights. I was just like, maybe if I didn't have this surgery, like, I wouldn't be going through these things. Like, why did I put myself through this? And then you just feel like ugly on the inside. So it's that's something to be careful with. something to mention to someone you're close to, just to keep an eye on you, because obviously surgeries are life-changing. And I've always said this since the gastric sleeve, like, if you're not mentally prepared for it, then I would just wait. I was ready for it, but I feel like there's certain situations that can happen, like for me, that can happen that you didn't think were going to happen. It's like your husband 100% supports you the moment you're going into the room, but then things just fall off, like after your surgery, and you're just like, what the fuck, like, why, and it's just things that you have no control over. But just know that there's light at the end of the tunnel, that things are gonna get better, maybe not in that moment, but maybe in a few days. And then it's just always best to have self-care. If it's doing your nails, doing your hair, which I just recently, I wasn't falling into that same direction, but instead of drinking, if you guys seen my other videos, you know that I was drinking a lot when my abusive relationship ended. Instead of doing that, then I just went to go do my hair. I went black. I'm no longer that blonde. I went to go do my nails. So it's just keep it going. Whatever makes you feel beautiful, go for it. Until things will get better, especially during this pandemic. I think it's normal to feel sad, to feel down, to feel depressed. But then with like a major surgery, and then with a major surgery like I did, I think it sucks, but just be aware of things like that. I do read a lot from the groups is that girls get depressed because they're like, why did I do this to my body? Like, I feel like I can't move. I feel like the days are not getting better. Trust me, it does get better after your second week. Like, it will get better. Thankfully, I didn't have a very bad recovery. Thankfully, my mom was always here to take care of me. And yeah, just don't let your thoughts and your feelings and your emotions control you. Just know that 3-6, look at it in the long term, like 6 months from now, you're not going to be where you are now, obviously. So hey, things can change in a blink of an eye. So be positive if your surgery is coming up. If you plan on having surgery, do a lot of research, and hopefully you find the right doctor for you. Also, as far as my fajas, I have been wearing the CYSM fajas. I have the guitar accordion, I don't know, the guitar one, in the size small, I believe. But now, no, I think it's a medium. No, it's a small, because I was a medium. So it's a small, and then I have the side zipper one. That one's a medium. I really like that one, just because you're able to wear it with any kind of clothing and you won't have like the lines here. So if you're looking into a faja, CYSM would be the one to go. They are fajas colombianas. And let me see, I'm trying to think if there's anything else that I have not talked about. Don't let your partner tell you no. If they're unsupportive, cut them off. Nah, I'm just kidding. But at the end of the day, it's your decision. It's your happiness. I've been there where someone didn't support your decision, but at the end of the day, I was like, this is for me. This is not for you. For my health. So I'm going to go ahead and do it. But other than that, a lot of you have found me on YouTube and follow me on Instagram, and I appreciate it a lot. You guys are the reason why I keep posting on YouTube, because to be honest, I don't post a lot any vlogs anymore. But I was supposed to vlog my 23rd birthday, but you guys already know I have technical difficulties with my phone. I have to delete apps. I have to transfer to this phone. So it's just a lot going on. Hopefully in the next video it is a vlog for you guys. And remember to subscribe, to give this video a thumbs up, to follow me on Instagram, Berecerrato, my Snapchat, Berecerrato, TikTok, Berecerrato. And I always answer the DMs. I always answer you guys' questions, and also here on YouTube. But maybe my next video will be a Q&A as far as how much I paid, or any other question. Follow me on Instagram because I will more than likely be posting it there when I do a Q&A. Hopefully I'll be getting to that maybe in 2 weeks from now, because I always try to give space in between my videos. Not a lot of space like I did with this one, but I'll give it some space from this one so I could get some views and hopefully more followers. And maybe I'll just add a giveaway. Maybe I'll add a giveaway on that one. Drop down some suggestions. Maybe a gift card, Cash App, I don't know. But I'll do some kind of giveaway because I am getting to 300 followers. I've only been on YouTube since March 2019, and honestly that is a lot. It hasn't been easy. I've obviously have done these surgeries and it's gotten a lot of attention, and I honestly truly appreciate it. But yeah, remember to stay strong and stay beautiful, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.